Mistakes you must not make in no contact. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today we're talking about the mistakes you should not make during no contact. So no contact is basically when you are having a period of no contact with an ex or a girl that you really liked or a guy that you really liked. And basically during this process what you're trying to do is reattract them back by removing your presence. So it causes them to reach out to you, to wonder about you, and to miss you. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the no contact rule because no contact kind of insinuates that at some point you will contact them or there will be contact. And the fact is that, you know, if you do no contact and you decide not to talk to this girl or guy and you wait for them to come in and contact you, that might not actually ever happen. You might not ever get that message from them. You might not ever get that phone call from them. But if this is your journey and it's something that you want to try and it's something that you are doing currently and you think it is going to work for you, then allow me to accommodate you and give you some tips on what you shouldn't be doing during this process that is no contact. So the first mistake that you should avoid doing is looking and checking their social media pages. The reason why you don't want to do this is because if you keep on looking at their social media pages and you're looking for updates from them, basically what you're doing is you are becoming even more obsessed with them. You are thinking about them even more because what you put your attention on, you tend to get more of. Where attention goes, energy flows. So the more you check their social media page, the more you are thinking about them. So during this time, during no contact, you should remove your social media apps or remove them, block them from social media. So you don't fall in the trap of looking at what they're up to, obsessing over them, because if you do that, you're just going to feel more connected and tied to them. And eventually it may become so much for you that you break no contact and reach out to them. And if you're doing no contact, then you must not contact them. That's the whole point of no contact. Avoid checking their social media pages. It will not help you. And also, you need to think about this as well. If you are checking their social media pages, especially if this is just after like a big breakup, you know, you may be going out with your friends, getting drunk, partying, because you're single now or whatever. You may, because you're obsessing over them, and if you get really, really drunk, you could actually end up accidentally messaging them when you are, not in the right mind, shall we say. So it's important that you do remove those triggers for you. So what can you do instead? Listen, read and watch things that instill confidence, self-respect and positivity. So one of the things that really helped me understand dating, relationships and personal development was actually through heartache. This is how actually a lot of coaches who become dating coaches and relationship coaches actually become relationship and dating coaches. Is through heartache themselves. I went through a big heartache, and that was simply from a girl that I really liked who rejected me. And I started getting into dating by actually looking up other dating coaches and seeing if they could help me get this girl back or get her more interested in me. But what actually ended up happening was, because I was listening and reading and watching so much material on these subjects, what it actually did was it strengthened my mindset. It made me more confident, because basically what a good dating coach will teach is self-development. And that's what happened to me. I became more confident in myself. And then I didn't become so obsessed in the future with these, like whenever I was dating someone or whenever I got into a new relationship, I developed self-respect. So you want to be watching and listening and reading things that install self-respect and confidence, because when you are confident and you have respect for yourself, you are no longer caring if a girl or a guy isn't interested in you, because you know that there are plenty of people out there for you. And, it doesn't matter if one person rejects you or you break up from your past relationship, because you know that you can move on, you can get over it, and you have the confidence and the self-respect to walk away from something that was negative. I actually have a positive resources playlist with a bunch of personal development things that really helped me. I'll link to it up here, so you can watch some of those same things that I did as well. When you're going through a tough time and you're really sad, you need that encouragement. You don't always have, the strength to get over it or go the distance with no contact, because you simply don't have the confidence. So the best way to do that, especially if you really do have low confidence, is to find people that do have confidence and listen and read and watch their stuff, because that will help you. Because if you don't have it in yourself, you need to start finding ways to build yourself up. And the best way you can do that if you're in a really low place is to actually get advice from other people that have succeeded in the areas that you want to succeed in. So the next mistake you should avoid during no contact is neglecting other areas of your life. So when you're sad and you're upset over a breakup, or the fact that you've been rejected, whatever the case is for you, sometimes other areas of our life can collapse. It could be your health and fitness. Perhaps if you're just really upset about this breakup, then you're not eating the most healthy things. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep. You're saying no to meeting with family and friends. You want to make sure that you don't neglect other areas of your life, because if you are neglecting other areas of your life, it's just going to create more and more misery for you. So make sure that you are not just solely focusing on this no contact. You're not solely focusing on the person that you're doing no contact with. And by doing those other things in your life, you'll be putting your focus and your attention away from this whole no contact thing and from your ex. So you want to make sure that you are focusing your attention on, your health and fitness, your friends and family, basically anything that brings you meaning, your career. You don't want those things to slide, because like I said, where you put your attention, you get more of. So if you are moving your attention away from her or him and putting it on something else, you are less likely to break no contact and reach out to them. So the next mistake you want to avoid is overindulgence in negative habits. So I see this a lot when people break up with someone. They start doing things like overeating, going out on, binge night drinking. It's just one of those things that, when people, break up with someone, they want to let loose. And it's important that you don't do those things. It's okay, obviously, to have a drink and to, have a treat. But if you are binge eating and you're binge drinking, that's not going to help you. And if you still have your ex in your mind and you're focusing on this no contact thing and you still have lots of thoughts about her or him, then if you drink too much, you might accidentally, without even knowing it, because you're not in the right frame of mind, reach out to them and break no contact, or call them up, or just, make a fool of yourself. And obviously the next day, after you've binge drinked or eaten too much, you're going to feel really crappy and really lousy, and it's not going to empower you. It's just going to put you in an even more worse mood. If you're not doing things that are healthy for your body and for your mindset, it's just going to make things so much worse. And you can't ignore the facts that when you have, drank too much or you've eaten too much junk food, you crash and you feel lousy, and you don't want to be feeling lousy, because if you're feeling lousy, that might cause you to continue to obsess and think about your ex, and maybe even break the no contact rule. So obviously another big mistake that you want to avoid, which is a really obvious one, is reaching out to them with messages and phone calls. So obviously no contact is no contact for a reason. If you are messaging and calling them up, no contact is obviously not working for you, especially if they're not interested in you and they've already said to you that they don't want you back or they don't want to date you. If you keep on messaging them and calling them, at some point they may block you if you keep on pestering them. So please do not do this. It makes you look weak, and you will feel weak for doing it, because it's no contact. You're not supposed to be talking to your ex or this girl that rejected you or guy that rejected you at this time. You shouldn't be doing these things. So if you do something that not only makes you look weak to others, but also makes you feel weak inside, like, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I didn't have enough resolve to, actually follow through with this and do no contact. It will weaken your own belief in yourself and the belief that your ex or this person that rejected you may have had in you. You don't want that to happen. You should be doing things that are actually strengthening your resolve and your mindset. Another mistake you should avoid during no contact is being closed-minded to finding someone new. So if you're doing this no contact thing, but you're still focusing on your ex and you still want them back, you are closed-minded to actually finding someone new and someone better. So when you're doing no contact, you have no idea if this person is ever going to reach out to you again, or even if you do reach out to them after doing no contact, there is no guarantee that they will get back with you. No contact isn't a fail proof. She or he may very well not ever want to get back with you, and that's something that you need to keep in mind. And so therefore you need to be open-minded to finding someone new. Let's take this for example. You're at work and you're thinking about your ex, and someone new at your workplace starts, and they think that you're really attractive, and they may even be talking to you and asking you questions about yourself, but you don't even notice because you are too busy focusing on your ex or the person that you still like. So obviously you want to make sure that you are still open-minded to finding someone else and seeking someone else as well, because you never know when the next love of your life will enter your life. So you must always be open-minded to this, especially during no contact, because like I said, there's no guarantees that the person you're doing this with is ever going to reach out to you and ever want to get back with you. So the last mistake that you want to avoid is not having enough awareness of your own strength. So if you know that by having your social apps on your phone, that you're going to look at their social media page, if you know you can't help yourself but text them or call them up, then you need to get rid of those triggers. You need to get rid of your social media apps, or block your ex or whoever this person is, or remove their number from your phone. Because if you know you cannot help yourself, so now obviously no contact is going to work for you, because if you know you're going to break it, then there's not much you can do. So you have to be aware of that. So you need to get rid of those triggers. You need to get rid of those apps. You need to get rid of her number. You need to get rid of everything, because if you don't have enough strength, and you know that, and it's okay to know that, because awareness is key to actually resolving that issue, then you obviously need to delete those things. I want to repeat it here because it's so important. If you do know that you don't have the willpower and the strength to follow through with no contact, then I highly recommend that you do actually understand that you do go out there and find positive influences. Like I said earlier on in the video, read, listen and watch positive things that can help strengthen you. Watch people who are really motivational, and please go into that positive resources playlist and look at some of those things that helped me, and hopefully they will have the same effect on you. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you like this kind of content, then please subscribe. I hope this has helped you. If you'd like help with me personally, because obviously these videos are very generalized and need help with a specific situation, and you'd like coaching, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. Alternatively, you can email me using the email address provided in this video's description box, and we can work something out that way. Anyway guys, I shall talk to you again very soon.